In today's world, we're all connected through our cell phones. I want to try and do something that's never been done before.
In this video, I will reveal Tom London's tech magic on America's Got Talent. Tom London starts by asking everyone to take out their phones and hold them up. Suddenly, the screens begin flickering. He then brings Tyra Banks on stage, along with 3 randomly selected audience members. Tyra opens the calculator on her iPhone as 3 volunteers call out random numbers that are added together. She's then asked to secretly type in any 7-digit number she wants. After pressing equal, a final number appears, and Tom reveals he had predicted that exact number all along.
73,928,547.
For the first trick, where it looks like he's controlling every phone in the theater, there are a few details that immediately give it away. Not all the phones are actually being controlled. In one shot, you can see an iPhone still sitting on its home screen. In another, a phone's screen is completely off. There's also a phone that's already on with an app open, which proves it didn't suddenly activate on its own. When it rotates, the screen orientation changes with it. And in a close-up, you can clearly see a web page open with a URL at the top. By now, the secret should be obvious. It loads a blank white page, so nothing looks suspicious. The people involved don't realize they've already set the trick in motion before filming even begins, so no, the audience was never in on it. This is just how pre-show work operates. In simpler words, they were tricked. Before the magician steps on stage, an assistant displays a large URL on the America's Got Talent screen and asks everyone to type it into their browser and keep their phone unlocked. That's why, the moment he says to take out your phone, everyone already has it out with the screen on. The producers of the show purposefully removed the footage of this URL setup to make the trick look more impossible than it actually is. The jump cut happens in these few seconds. Watch carefully.
Can all of you take out your mobile phones? And I want you to just hold them up in the air. Can you all do that for me?
That web page was controlled by an assistant offstage, who tried to sync it with the moment Tom raised his hand. There's a slight mistiming where it activates a bit early. But either way, let's move on to the next trick where he somehow knows the final number on Tyra Banks's phone. Once again, the setup is very simple and uses the native calculator app on the iPhone, with a bit of pre-show setup. Just to be clear, this setup doesn't require Tyra to be in on the trick either. In fact, the numbers added at the beginning don't even matter. The trick happens when Tyra presses equal.
Okay, cool. Hit equals.
Equals.
Okay.
Just keep in mind, this only works on older iOS versions. It was patched around the iPhone 11 era, and since this performance is from 2017, that's why it works here. Here's how the phone is set up. First, you type in the prediction number. Then tap the plus symbol and enter 0. After that, press the multiplication button, rotate the phone into landscape mode, tap the bracket button, and flip it back to portrait. At this point, the setup is complete. You can close the calculator app and lock the phone, and when the calculator is opened again later, the setup is already in place. At this point, any numbers entered don't matter, because when you press equal, only the first number is calculated, which is why the final result will always match the prediction.